The EWIS comprises of a networked amplifier rack, also known as a data gathering panel or DGP, installed within the communications room on level 5. Housed within this panel are all the amplifiers required for each floor to transmit alert and evacuation tones in the event of an alarm. Connected to the amplifiers are speaker circuits for each floor. This DGP is networked to the main emergency control panel within the fire control room. The MECP comprises two distinct and separate systems: the emergency warning system and the emergency intercom system. The EIS provides telephone handset communication between the MECP and field-mounted warden intercom point WIP's handsets. This system allows the fire warden or the fire brigade to communicate with floor wardens and to control evacuations. The EWS provides alarm tones and public address via speakers located throughout the building, which are used to advise occupants of evacuation procedures. This system can be automatically initiated by the FIP or manually by controls on the front of the MECP. Where an alarm is received or activation of a break glass alarm within an EWIS zone has occurred, the speaker zone assigned to the area where the fire detection system or the BGA has been activated will output an alert tone. The alert tone will sound like this. After a predetermined time period, and if operator intervention has not occurred, the same speaker zone will output an evacuate tone.
Evacuate as directed. Evacuate as directed.
When the initial zone progresses to the evacuate stage, zones above and below this zone on the main panel will commence to output an alert tone. Again, after a period of time, these zones will output the evacuate tone. This process will continue until all zones in the building are in the evacuate mode, unless there is manual intervention at the panel. Warning and indicators. Should a fault develop in the system, the amber light on the left will flash and a buzzer will sound. To the right are two LEDs labelled BGA and FIP. If a break glass is activated, the BGA LED will illuminate. If a detector is activated, the FIP LED will illuminate. In the middle of the panel are the descriptions for each zone of the installation. To the right of the front panel are three red buttons with LEDs adjacent, labelled Fault. Should a fault develop on the whip circuit, the LED will illuminate. Should a fault indication occur, acknowledge the fault by pressing the silence button on the MECP. This will silence the alarm and record any fault indicators on the panel. As the integrity of these life safety systems rely on all their components being operational, fault conditions should not be ignored. Operating instructions. To isolate the automatic activation of the EWIS from the FIP or from the EWIS system's break glass alarms, turn the key switch on the MECP to the manual position. This will enable all MECP manual controls, but disable any activation from the fire alarm system. With the key switch in manual, the following can be achieved. To alert a zone, press the desired alert button. To cancel, press the button again. To evacuate a zone, press the desired evacuate button. To cancel, press the button once again. To speak to a zone, press the desired zone's PA speech button. To answer a fire phone, lift the handset and press the flashing fire phone button. To disconnect, press the same button again. To call a fire phone, lift the handset and press the desired fire phone button. The instructions mentioned are present on the bottom left-hand side of the front fascia. By now, you should have a reasonable idea of the basic operation of RPA's automatic fire detection and emergency warning and intercom system. We thank you for your attention, and should you require further information regarding the system's operation, an operation maintenance manual has been made available to this hospital. If further clarification is required, Extreme Fire Solutions fully trained staff can be contacted. A 24-hour emergency service number is available by phoning 1300 88 5952.